Okay, so this is Darren's 2012-13 M109R Boulevard. So back in January 2020, a couple of posts on a random Facebook chat led to a couple of questions, and I offered to do a little bit of a motor swap. A few more messages and a few more calls. And that led to Darren and Rick doing a 20-hour round trip from Melbourne to Adelaide to deliver his purple bike and the wreck. So the goal was to pull the motor from the wreck, the black one, swap it for his silver one, and then from there he gave me a pretty big license to modify it as I saw fit to turn it into something fairly decent. Front to back, so you're looking at an 18 by 3.5 RC Customs wheel with a 160 M888 Mets, aftermarket rotors, blacked out fork, the front fork lowers, added some fork caps, blacked out the calipers. Calipers got rebuilt with new seals, new pads. We did black body bolts. So all the bolts that were silver throughout the whole bike have either been painted black or purple in some instances. The front forks were rebuilt. They had progressive rate springs put in, and while they were out, they were gloss blacked. We removed the indicator bracket, put on some LED strips, gloss blacked the chrome on the front headlight. There's a steeple horn inside as well. Crown was gloss blacked, all matched the bars. Added a little USB, dual port. And that USB also there's a little voltage reading on it as well. Radiator was painted purple. Can't see it, but during the day the black grille and the purple behind comes together quite nice. Sergey from Russia provided the chin scoop, also gloss blacked. Moving up into the cockpit. So Kuriak and Sith mirrors. On the left side, one of Donnie's hydraulic clutches. Note we did the reservoir cap, same on each side to match the derby cover as well. Pulled apart the switch assemblies, did a few purple highlights, got rid of all the purple and the yellow, all the yellow and the red, and same on this side as well. Brand new Kuriak and grips, and over on this side also throttle assist. Modified the levers. It's pretty simple for anyone interested. All you do is actually just grind off the ball, give it a bit of shape, and then mask it up and paint it. And same on the other side over here. Extended the cables here, flushed out all the brake lines. There's extended cables from Conwire in New South Wales, if anyone's interested. Fuel tank extender, also from Sergey over in Russia. This is actually a really nice bit of kit. It's very solid fiberglass. Highly recommended if anyone's looking to buy one of these. Blacked out the fuel cap, which is something a lot of people tend to forget about. And black bolt there as well. Looking to the side, crusher intakes with some highlights. VP Pro exhaust, and to go with the performance mods, it was tuned by Luke, approximately 127, 128 horsepower. I'll put in the dyno sheet here. And for all the headphone users, just turn your sound down a little bit, and this is Darren's dyno run. Alright, going back to it. A few other things we did. So painted the spark plug covers. Did a satin black on the spark plug covers. Then the purple highlight through the center. And then for anyone that's interested, with the black covers, you can actually sand back the ribs to get that effect on the covers. And then spent a good 3 to 5 hours with a 60 and then a 300 grit, sanding all the fins. Just to clean it up and to get that nice effect through the side. Exactly the same on the other side. Spark plug covers, the crusher intake, and all the fins. Gloss black side covers, blacked out the indicator assembly and did the key mod. Couple more purple highlights. For the feet, on the left side, Courier and Tridents on both sides. Did the common clutch lever mod. We just cut off the clutch lever, cleaned it up, purpled, and then added the Courier and Shorehorn. On the brake side, a little bit of purple highlights again for the master cylinder cover. Cut the brake lever. With the brake lever, you have to weld the top of this back on and create a top piece because of the way that Suzuki provide the standard lever. And this is a Sith brake peg to match the Sith mirrors. We smoothed out and glossed both peg brackets on both sides. And again, black side covers, a little bit of purple highlights, purple bolts. As you move further back, a bit more purple brackets. Again, Tridents for the rear. Purple highlights. For the kickstand, Darren's was pretty damaged on the underneath. Almost looked like it had been laid down. So we cleaned all that up. Then actually used a texture-based paint, which you can see. just to give it a little bit of contrast, something a little bit different. Glossed out the swing arm, as you can see, little cap, and then you can see the 18 by 10 RC Customs rear, and that is a Metz M109R 300 rear tyre. Because of the way I modify the swing arm, it's a stock swing arm, and the spacers and the way I work my 300 rear, we moved to a down under brake kit. It's easier to modify to suit the 300 rear. And again, go for rear rotor. Nice glossed out swing arm cover and a few highlights in there as well. Not much done to the back other than we tinted his tail light. The rest of this stuff was already on here, the plates, the lights, the purple light, which are pretty full on from the rear. And if you haven't seen it before, when you turn the hazards on, it's pretty special. I really like this. That's all wired up together. So that's the majority of the external stuff. Turn the bike off. There is one more thing that Darren didn't know about that I sort of had sitting on the shelf for a while. A lot of you would be familiar with Eddie Medina's Sun 9 LED kit. Well, I have one, and if you'll excuse my videoing for a second while I turn some lights off, I figured what better opportunity to check it out and get some use out of it than to throw it on Darren's bike. Now I'm not sure what sort of colours he's into. I know he's a big purple fan, but the Sun 9 kit is actually really good. Heap of different colours. And a heap of different effects. And gents, that's pretty much about it. If you've got any questions, if you want to know anything about it, let me know. I'm on all the Facebook pages.